North of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Reeves. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Sinclair. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 31 yards there, the first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Saunders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're...
There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run on first down. McClellan. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now and find real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Stiff-armed him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Operating from the gun. Reeves. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Monarchs are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week, This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about.
Now the ball comes loose. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Reeves. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Monarchs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders, and this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 30. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
To throw on second down, Reeves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. So here's a 3rd and 14 as they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Reeves. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Saunders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 40-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Saunders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. This is caught. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3rd drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Reeves.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Sinclair. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Reeves is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Glover. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Reeves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Monarchs continue to pull away here this first half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. For the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. Allen's got it complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we'll grab our passports and head down to Mexico City. See what's going on in the International Series. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Shepard now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
And 6 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on first down. Reeves.
That pass complete to Moore.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Reeves. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Play action. Reeves. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he's going to have the Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle they go. It's Saunders, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down, Falcons.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game, because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Reeves, he's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Reeves. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sinclair. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Reeves. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 1st and 10, Reeves. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, McClellan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Sinclair. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw again.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On first down, Sinclair. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Sinclair, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett.
Still going.
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Toronto's offense ready to take over. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Sinclair. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a handoff up the middle. Jeffers, and this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this is Battle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's Battle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Going to give it to Battle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.